Hello again, friends. I don't usually showcase decks that are, well, this normal, but I feel like the synergy is simply too fantastic to not make a video for this list. This deck is called the Emperor's New Remove. It is a deck that focuses on abusing weapons with the Dragokeeper ability, which reduces damage from all non-combat sources by 1 to make the costs of our abilities for our creatures and spells 0, or only 1 in the case of Jackknife Emperor. While most 5th Omni decks would prefer not to run a card that negates the cost of our spells and abilities that deal damage to us, this build is a little bit different. My deck has the capacity to gain an enormous amount of life, and Jackknife can destroy a creature by taking 1 damage whenever he wants. He is not life-locked like Drum is. He can also do it as a chain response to any other effect, giving it a better uncounterable timing to use his effect, whereas Drum's effect is an automatic ability, and your opponent will always be able to respond to it, short of them having used a counter already in battle. A few of the other cards in this deck include the amazingly strong powerhouse known as Mountain Crush Gone. His effect, when we have out a Dragokeeper, will cost absolutely nothing. He can choose to be a 7k attacker or a 3 crit attacker for free. This card is one of the best things to sit on if you're waiting for Jack. It's a great card for wall clearing, and it's a great card for dealing damage. Dark Armament Sue is another good card. In matchups against Soulguard focused decks like Darkness Dragon World, Star Dragon World, and Ancient World, Sue's Gauge Destruction effect when used in conjunction with Emperor is absolutely insane. The ability to remove creatures that cost Gauge while simultaneously eating their Gauge is very, very dirty. Dragoundertake allows us to call a 5th Omni from the drop zone when we take damage. If we want to push hard, we can bring back a Gone from the drop zone after we use Jack's skill during our battle phase to go for an additional 3 crit swing. We can also bring Alliot back to gain a life. Sue has less synergy here, but he's still pretty strong. Alternatively, we can use it to revive a Jack that they destroyed on their turn after we took some damage, then we can use Jack's counter to pop a creature that they've played. Dragowisdom is essentially take 1 damage, gauge 1, draw 1. With our Dragokeeper out, it's just gauge 1, draw 1. This would be an auto 4 of in any deck, honestly, being just 1 step down from Dragon Emperor Legend. Here's an example fight showcasing how the deck works. I will continue to explain the remaining cards in the deck while it plays. Lightroom Alliot, Boomerang Dragon Spam Calling and Buddy Gift, Dragobond, Green Dragon Shield, and Green Dragon Song give us insanely high life point totals and recoverability. I ended up getting back 5 life from just Green Dragon Shield, Alliot triggering twice, and Dragobond. Obviously, Green Dragon Song and Boomerang add loads to the board state when they make it out. This is just proof that the deck is nuts even when you don't open with a perfect hand. Icelance Merak can reduce damage that we take while we're waiting for Emperor, and can spend the gauge that he didn't have as a cost to do it with. He's also 6k with Penetrate, making him very effective at opening up centers when we need him to. We have 2 5th Omni Drums as alternatives to Jack, when we need a more sturdy unit on the board. He has plenty of enablers, but a good chunk of them aren't live with a Dragokeeper out, so he's less reliable than in a deck that's more focused on him. And rounding out the list, we have Blue Dragon Shields. These are, of course, a tried and true staple of any Dragon World deck. The majority of the time, I equip Ablaze over Dragokeeper, unless I really need 6k clear. When I do equip Ablaze, I will typically call Sue, if I have him, to pop a gauge from my opponent. After that, if I have Jack, I typically call him. Even if I do go first, putting a full board out isn't that risky because of Jack's counter ability and a nice array of defensive spells that can protect or revive my creatures. The damage output is solid. The defense is incredibly solid. The cycling is only moderately good, but Buddy Fight has good cycling in general, and Dragowisdom is a huge step up for Dragon World. I find the deck to be consistent enough. I've only missed a Dragokeeper clone 1 game, I think, in roughly 40 playtests. When I do lose, it's typically from Buddy Fight Area Shuffler Syndrome, where I open 4 Dragon Shields, 4 items, or all creatures, the usual shebang. I have right around a 75% win rate with the deck on Area in spite of that. This deck has strong matchups to many different decks. It can beat Smork Spirits by counterpopping Commandant Enma. It can beat 100 Demons and Burn Wizards with general immunity to Thundermine and Pings. It can beat a lot of mirror matchups by having counter destruction on command. It can take down Omnidai, Seeger, Star Dragon World, and other such wall builds pretty easily. It is weak to Kaiserion, and it needs to open well to beat rush decks. And it also has a weakness to decks that have an extraordinary amount of item or creature hate. All in all, if I still had a tier list, this deck would be towards the top of it. That's all I have for this video. I hope you liked it. Have a good one.